Hey everybody, what's up? It's Volvine from Dalton Gaming, come back to you with another video of World of Warcraft. Like I promised in my previous videos, I'll be doing some heroic dungeons, and this is Hour of Twilight from the Hour of Twilight series. So we'll get down to the boss here in a couple seconds. But in this dungeon, this is Blizzard's newest dungeon group that they came out with. It's not new, but it's the most recent dungeons that they came out with. So, I gotta pop a flask of steel skin. Little tanking tip: make sure you, if you're a tank, always carry flasks with you. I know they're a bit expensive, but if you have a person, a toon, or anybody that can make them for you for free or with a little hard work, I would go with that because it really helps out the group. So what you're gonna do from a tank's position in this fight is basically just keep him in the same spot. After a little talking scene, he'll just be like, alright, let's go. And what you do is you just grab aggro and keep him in that area. You'll notice from the get-go that he drops little blue rings, little icy rings. You're going to try to get out of that, because if he does Hand of Frost on you, it really knocks you out, and if you're in that and then you hit by Hand of Frost, you'll die. He also pops ice chains on you, and if you're inside that, while the little blue ice steel comes down on you, you'll be hurt. So try to do your best to avoid those, which the warrior didn't really do in this fight. But as soon as like about 50% health, he'll freeze Thrall, and Thrall will be able to attack or help you guys out, which is why you should break him out of the ice, but the DPS didn't do that in this fight. So basically for the tank, try not to take damage, pop your cooldowns and whatnot, to try to take at least amount of damage from the boss as you can from the frost attacks he does. At the end, near the end, he'll do Totem of Frost, which is a AoE, so you basically, the DPS have to burn him down pretty quickly in order to kill the boss very well. So that's about it. Just stay out of the ice and try to do your best to interrupt his frost attacks. Alright, we skip to the next boss. I missed an ad over here, I believe, yeah. Next boss fight is pretty much, I think in this video, ignore the text that comes up because the mage said that I was running him around incorrectly, but I talked to the mage after the group and he apologized because I was doing it correctly. There's no really way you can, there's not really a way you can tank this guy or girl efficiently, and you'll see why coming up soon. And at the beginning of the fight, you'll see a dragon coming in and she's assassinating the dragon, and they're all like, don't kill her, don't kill her, but she kills her, and then she comes down, and then we're ready to go. Gotta ask the question. And that's already, so here we go. And even though the hunter pulled. And then we start off the fight, which she's a rogue, so she'll be doing a bunch of rogue moves. One is called Smoke Bomb. Smoke Bomb, if she is the only move that really does anything from her. Whenever it falls on the ground, if you're a range, you can't shoot through it, so you'll have to go around it, which is why people get so mad at tanks all the time, because she can't get hit because she's obscured or something like that. So you can't see her through the smoke cloud or do any damage to her, and it's just to drag her around out of the clouds, and then the range DPS will probably not have a good DPS this fight due to the fact that she's being moved around through the clouds so much. So that's something to be worried about if you're a ranged DPS. And basically it's just kind of a rinse and repeat. Just kite her around. Every time the smoke bomb goes away, it gives you a 2 to 3 second window to move her away, move her to a different spot, and before she drops another one. And then basically it's just kind of a burn phase until she finally just dies. You know, it's just a rinse and repeat. It's all. Yeah. And the mage will pop up a message here. You know, it's hard to do DPS when you're moving around so much, blah 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 blah. And I talked to the mage after the group, and he apologized because I was doing the best I could. Yeah, see, and she's silenced, which is not really my fault. So And then we down her here. Yep. And I was going for the shield, but it never drops. I believe it dropped the other day for me. After like 12 times of running this one. This is the first time I've ran this dungeon on this tune. So we're at the next boss, and this boss is the last boss of this dungeon, and it's Archbishop Benedictus, and he is, well, a preacher of some sort, I'm guessing, who has been turned evil by the Twilight cultists. So he's trying to stop us from doing what we need to do. And you come inside as a tank. You can just stand anywhere you want. I kneel just for whatever. And you'll notice, yeah, he'll stand in the middle of the room, and he'll go through like a 2 minute to a 2 minute talking phase where he's just like, give me the dragon soul, and then he goes like, and Thrall's like, no, you're not getting it, or anything like that. And then the boss fight will start. So, if you have any troubles on this boss fight, it's pretty easy for tanks, but it's not the easiest to heal due to the fact that everybody is taking so much damage. There's a few mechanics to this fight we'll get to when the fight begins. Yeah. So, and then I don't know why it takes so long for him to talk. I don't know why you just can't walk in and be like, game over, dude, you're dead. But no, it's not happening like that. Here we go. Right out of the bat, he won't do anything special. He'll just let you sit there and cast a couple smites at you, and all you can really do is just beat him up or give him dirty looks or something. Then he'll drop a purifying light, which is kind of like a move that shoots out little balls of lightning or holy power at your group members, and there's nothing you can really do for them. And then he'll go into about 50% health. He'll go into his dark phase where he's the Twilight priest guy or whatever you want to call him, and he will cast a bunch of corrupting twilight. He pops out little balls in the air. They come down as AoE. They will throw you out, so you don't take much damage from you take damage from the initial impact, but you don't take damage if you don't stand in it. If you stand in it, you take an increasing amount of damage, and it gets worse every second. Then you'll notice he'll summon a wave of twilight. Wave of twilight, if you're not out of it, will cause about a 30% damage to your bar, which is never good. So, like, the hunter missed it right there and just got a third of her health down. And then we down him, and that's it. It's easy. It's pretty easy. Blizzard didn't really make these fights too hard. So, that's it for another video. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, comment, and rate my page. And I'll talk to y'all later. Thanks again for watching.